Alright, we're down here at Bass River. I've got Buffhead and Buffhead behind the camera there. And they're about to go out in the kayaks. And me and Ray here, a good friend of mine, are just going to kick it off the banks. Don't know what we're going to get, so we're throwing some plastics and maybe a bait or two and just see what turns up.
Why don't we head round a bit towards the mouth?
Yeah, we'll go up towards the mouth, and young Jesse's down fishing on the bank, so we'll go up there for about an hour, we'll go back down.
Cool, let's do it.
Mullet. Alright, I'll just take him to the surface. Landed.
That's a nice fish.
And that there is our
One
mullet.
Yellow-eyed mullet.
There we go, buds.
Well, Ray went to have a flick of my lure rod and his rod went off while he was waiting, so I, in my own natural way, took it up.
AKA stole it, but
And
looks like it.
it's a fantastic toadfish.
And that's what happens when you try and steal things.
Yay!
We've just paddled out. We're in the middle of Western Port. It's about, sound is saying about 0.6 of a metre and full mud underneath. We keep having to walk our yaks because we're getting stuck in the mud. I don't know, Mick hasn't told me yet, but I think I'm on candid camera. I think he's got me. Hey Mickey, how are we?
Good. Western Port Bay is where we are.
Western Port Bay. Now if I look over there, I'm not sure if I can get it on camera.
Bridge.
San Remo Bridge, I'm not sure if I can zoom steady enough. But what do you reckon, pal?
Yeah, good mate. We've just paddled about 35 kilometres to get out to 2 metres of water.
I think I lost about 7 kilos just on the paddle out.
Yeah.
Now, if we,
We've got a tandem rope happening, so for safety.
Yep. We are tethered together, much to my disgust. I have to put up with these jokes.
Yeah.
So if we have a look down here, 2.1 metres, and Mick reckons this is going to be pretty good squid grounds. So
Well, it's broken ground. It's got a lot of promise. But, you know, skid up there, skid up there.
So we're just paddling back in from Western Port. It's actually been really nice. I slag Western Port off a lot, but the scenery's nice. The water smells a bit, it's a bit muddy.
Scenery from this view ain't so nice, mate.
No, we're having a good time out here. It's good. It's good. There's some swans out on the water. Yeah, beautiful scenery, farmland around everywhere. Fish are, well, let's just say Port Phillip performed a little bit better.
Only when it comes to flathead. We only went for squid anyway.
Well, mate, let's
get back in the river and actually try and catch a fish.
Let's do it.
Now it's my turn for the mullet run. I hope he's a small one. Because I wouldn't mind putting on a livey, to be honest. But he's not a small one. He's about the same size. No, he's not a small one. He's not a little. If I just let him tire himself out, I should be able to lift him up there. There you go. That's a fat mullet.
It's a nice fat mullet.
It guts on him. Little yellow-eyed mullet. On the paternoster rig with a bit of peppy as usual. Size 10 long shanks.
How long did that take you?
Oh, that was in the water about 5 minutes at most. Probably not even that. Size 10 long shanks, choice hooks for mullet. On a paternoster rig. Bit of peppy, pilly, peppy. And a nice fat mullet.
So yeah, we just come back down into the Bass River. There was no squid out there in Western Port, but hey, here we go.
Oh, you on?
Hey, not very big. Here he comes. Hey, there you go.
What do you got there?
Little salmon by the look of it.
Hey! Hello, young fella.
Geez, he's down that pretty deep.
Well, he swallowed it, has he?
Alrighty, there we go. Off he goes.
Awesome. Well done, bud.
Alright.
Good fun on light tackle, aren't they?
Yeah. Have a look at this. Big pike.
That is a horse of a
He
pike.
smashed that plastic, I'll tell you what. That is a great sized pike.
What plastic was it, mate?
That was, he smashed it to bits too. That was the Fool's Gold, Munro soft plastic.
Nice work.
3-inch curl tail. And he just annihilated it. I can see him slashing it. They're pretty strong plastic, so I'm very happy with that.
Very
These
good.
guys are good to eat and they are good bait, but I'm still going to let him go. I did bring my pliers. Might just get the measure on him. Centimetres.
That's a big pike, buddy.
There he goes. Straight under the act.
I'm getting out of the water.
Mate, this is the life, Jesse. This is the life. You would be in Jessica heaven, Jess.
I've got about 1,800 mosquito bites right now.
Yeah, same here, mate. We've been standing up sight casting, Jess.
Hey?
We've been standing up sight casting.
Yeah.
That's awesome, mate. Wait till you're in this bad boy. I'm going to get a sleigh like Chris's and I'm going to give this one to you, mate. Well, that's fun, and we've got mozzies everywhere.
There's a billion of them.
If you ever come down to Bass River, bring some repellent. Mate, we had a good day out there.
That was good fun, wasn't it?
Mate, that was great. Went right out in the middle of Western Port and we're still only in 2 metres of water.
Yeah. He's exaggerating, wasn't it? We didn't even find 2 metres of water.
We did just, but it was a long way out and we got back in with a beautiful sunset behind us. Didn't get a lot of fish, but that pike was pretty cool.
It was. Hey,
Great
I've got to
fight.
say, as much as I've always called plastics a little bit of voodoo, I think I caught the bug.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. We were standing up out there sight casting, doing a bit of that, and it was a lot of fun. Very enjoyable.
All right, well, we'll see you at the next waterway.
We're getting smashed. See ya.
So we've come down to the surf beach down here at Brunswick Heads in their lifesaving club. I'm with Dan.
G'day.
And Trent.
How you doing?
A couple of local lads. You've been down here a while? All your life?
A little bit on and off, but
Yep.
it's good to be back here again, settled in, so it's good.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we're doing a bit of fishing tonight. We need some fresh bait. Now we're going to go down and get some sandworm. Well, these guys call them beach worms. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Because like sandworms in Victoria are about this big, but you boys get a lot bigger worms down here. Okay, that's pretty big. Now that's, you know what, we're not fishing for them with a traditional pump.
No.
Just a bit of meat in a bag, wait for them to grab their heads and pull them out.
That's it.
I've seen this done, I've never done it myself, so I'm really keen to get down on the beach and have a crack and see how all this works. All right guys, let's go down.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I don't know what he's doing now, but it looks like it's the pippy shuffle. Because they also get a lot of pippies off this beach as well. So they get beach worm and pippies, which is, you know, your dynamite bait for everything around here apparently. I'm a real tourist now. I have no idea, 'cause none of these are my local waterways. So anyway, we'll come and see how they do it. So Dan, this looks like a pippy shuffle.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, there we go. So you just, beautiful.
Wiggle your feet in the sand and
Yep. Wait till you feel off.
wait till you feel like
Yep.
What you got there, buddy? Oh, a bit of pippy meat.
This here is the middle of the pippy.
Is it? Put it out in your hand like that for me, buddy. Alright, nice little pippy. Now that is a dynamite King George whiting bait for us fishermen down south. So you've got a bag with a heap of meat, heap of fish meat in. What sort of fish you got in there, mate?
Jewfish and brim.
Some what, sorry?
Jewfish and brim.
Jewfish and brim. So we're using jewfish for bait.
Yep.
Wow, that's a big dewy head, is it?
Yep.
Wow. Unreal. I never thought someone would be using a mulloway for bait. That is great.
It's ironic, the best bait for the Jew is the worms, and
Yep.
the best bait for the worms
Worms is the Jew. So the worm smells the meat, pokes its little head out, and they grab it. Yeah, so how does it work?
So pretty much the worm will come up out of the sand.
Yep.
And you have the bait kind of there in front of it.
Yep.
And what you do is the head sticks up like that, and you grab your fingers around this side of the worm
Yep.
and just squeeze slowly
Yep.
until you got enough pressure on it to lift it out.
Lift it out without ripping him in half.
Here we go.
So he's got one.
First one's only a little one. That's about as small as we bother with. But
Yeah, really?
yeah,
Wow, that's a long worm.
gotta get started somehow.
That is a very long worm. Wow. That's great. Looks like a big shoelace. So we've got a bucket to put it in. Right, so it looks like they're using the meat to encourage the worm up out of the sand. And they get a bit of pippy and they rub that over and it keeps it there.
With the CT on, right?
On it.
Yep. Look at that. There you got him. Nice work. Look at that.
That's what they call slimy.
Yep.
It's really slimy.
They are a bit slimy, aren't they? I didn't realise they'd be so slimy. Now they're coming in thick and fast. All right.
So you put them on hold. One of those on hold.
There you go. About 5.5 foot, that one.
There we go. Look at that.
Oh, 5 foot.
Look at that. 5.5 foot. That's a massive worm. That's great. Determination on this young
Yeah, that's where we are now, that's good. Now, see that arch? Yeah, you got to get it just
as he arches up.
I don't know if you could feel him moving in the sand.
Yeah,
or not.
I did feel him move,
He
yeah.
sort of has a bit of a move, and then he comes up on his arch.
Yep.
So as long as you get him before the
need to
peak of
borrow
his arch, as soon as you felt him start to move,
Yep, that's when you grab.
I need to borrow someone's pippy. I need to borrow someone's.
It's definitely a patience game, but hey, I suppose that's all sorts of fishing, isn't it? Yeah, and he was there. And I know I didn't touch him. Felt him. I lost him, but I felt him. Oh, I got him! Oh, I did too! Oh, I thought I didn't get it! Oh no! Man! I had half a worm! Oh, I didn't think I had it, so I let it go. Because it was that thin. I thought, yeah, I couldn't feel it. Trent just told me he's never seen anyone get one on their first shot, and I just got one. Well, I can't claim it because I didn't get him all the way out the sand. Bugger!
oh yeah, that was there.
Well, I think I'm getting the knack for it, mate.
Oh, yeah, you look like you are going like that.
Oh, is that my one?
I don't know, it's a little one. That far
Well,
out.
I grabbed it again. I think I snapped it as I went to grab it. When I realised
Oh, there it is, I reckon that's it.
Well, there we go. All right. That's my first beach worm. Well, half of it because I got a bit excited. But that's great. Should we put it in the bucket, mate? I might even see if I can get me taxidermy down to taxidermy this and put it on the wall for me. Okay, so the locals have shown me how it's done, and I can tell you right now, catching worms off a beach sounds easy, but it isn't. There's a real fine art to it, as I found out, guys. Now these fellas managed to get us enough bait for tonight. Got quite a few worms in the bucket. All right, gents, I think it's time to dry off and get back to the car.
That's it.
Right.
Hey viewers, welcome to another episode of Ozfish TV. Now, most of you have seen Rowan on the show before, and he's always given me stuff about doing trout fishing in the streams. He thinks it's a little bit girly, but he's actually decided he wants to give it a shot, and he's about to find out it's more hard work than it looks. Excited to get your first fish?
Yeah, it'd be pretty good if we get one today. Yeah, really quite like it.
Well, there we go. Well, we got a bit of push bashing to do, so let's get to it. Up, a little brownie, just keeping him calm in the water at the moment. It's the first fish of the day. Me and Rowan have actually come down here and we weren't sure if there were trout in here. We thought there were, but there's no definite, but now we know. Make sure you wet your hands first. And there's our first little brown trout of the day. Very healthy wild fish. He's got white stripes on the bottom of his fins and the bright red spots. Most of your stock fish aren't this vibrant. He's very colourful, tells us he's a very healthy fish. A really good specimen. Well, he's taken that little wild bait. One of my favourite little stream lures, this one here. Whoop. Anyway, I think he wants to go, so I'm going to get him back in the water. I've kept him in the net to make sure he's nice and healthy. It's back into the water for him. If you sit his head in the running water, he can get his energy back, and off he goes. Really is push bashing finding these fish. Talking really quietly because in front of me here we have an undercut bank followed by a bubble trail over the top of the pool. Now anybody that does a lot of stream trout fishing knows this is the ideal location for a half decent sized fish. So I'm going to try and have a go. It's been a little bit noisy, they might not be biting, but see what happens.
Be free. Will we ever be free?
I reckon we'll get him next time. Now, I'd like to mention a bit to you about reading the water. As you can see, I've got a nice little brown trout here. Now, I had a feeling I'd be catching him in this spot because as you can see, there's a beautiful bubble trail. Now, bubble trail is exactly what it sounds like. That's when the water is running, comes into a small calmer pool and forms a trail of bubbles. And all the food that these fish feed on runs through these trails. So when you're looking for your stream trout, make sure you target around your bubble trails and in those deeper pools. I'll get this guy out so he can jump back in the water. He's not a big fish, but once again, a beautiful, healthy, wild brown trout. Just have a look at those fins. As someone who does a fair bit of trout fishing in the streams, I can tell you these are some of the healthiest specimens I've ever seen. Bright red, it's beautiful. Anyway, we want to keep him healthy, so he's going back. If you're careful with him, you should be able to get him back alright. Off you go, buddy. And he's shot off back into that bubble trail.